This story will help you awaken. No matter how poor you are, no matter how difficult it is, this video helps you have a strong motivation to become successful. Have you ever wondered where the boundary between a miserable person and an excellent strategist truly lies? Perhaps it does not lie in the amount of money in the pocket, but lies in what they hear when the whole world is bowing its head. In the state of Texas, in 1939, there was a black boy named Charly. Instead of choosing busy market corners, he chose to place his shoeshine stand right in front of the central bank. Every day, his hands were busy with shiny polish, but his ears became an invaluable information filter. He quietly listened to big bosses discussing interest rates, real estate, loopholes of cash flow, and recorded everything into a small notebook. His father looked at that notebook with sadness. He believed that in the land of Texas, a black person dreaming of doing business only had the road of death. But the eyes of that boy never showed submission. That was not only a story about money, but a battle of intellect to reclaim a stolen dream. To understand how a boy with nothing but a shoeshine box could buy an entire banking empire, you need to go with me to the end of this journey, because the secret lies in a crazy move that perhaps none of us dare to try. 15 years later, Charly and his wife left Texas to go to Los Angeles. Amid the mockery of relatives that black people should know their position and go to work as laborers, he quietly observed the city through the lens of an investor. He realized a loophole: empty houses in white areas located right next to black neighborhoods, crowded to suffocation. He came up with the idea of renting houses in white areas and then renting them out to his people. But when he lacked $5,000 to buy the first house, Charly did an unimaginable thing. He borrowed the homeowner's identity to approach the bank director. That courage and confidence made the white homeowner admire him to the point of standing out to guarantee the loan for him. Charly shed tears when he realized that as long as you have enough courage in your project, outdated rules must give way. But success always comes with harsh tests. When the white partner passed away, his widow tried to push Charly away with unfair terms. In a dead-end situation, when even the lawyer said that black people had never won in court, Charly saw a bigger opportunity. He decided to acquire the most expensive building in Los Angeles, where 7 large banks were operating. To do that, he needed a representative who was white. He chose Matt, a house decorator with ideals but lacking experience. Charly and partner Joe turned Matt into a real warhorse. They taught him to play golf, taught him social etiquette, and stuffed into his head complex financial knowledge. They stood outside the building at night, using the lights of each window to calculate vacancy rate and profit. Matt, under Charly's guidance, defeated an experienced financial department of the opponent to buy the $1 million building. The moment Charly stepped into the building as the owner, making the bank directors who once despised him bow their heads to shake his hand, was proof of the power of reason. At this point, I want to ask you one question. If it were you, after owning the most powerful building in the city, would you choose to enjoy wealth or continue to step into the most dangerous place to carry out your ideal? Leave your thoughts in the comment section, and if you see Charly's thinking truly admirable, give the video a like. Charly's ambition did not stop at personal wealth. He wanted to return to his hometown, Texas, to acquire the largest bank and help his people who were being discriminated against. But Texas welcomed them with a storm of betrayal. Matt, who they once trusted, began to develop selfish ambition. The lack of ability of Matt, combined with the malicious schemes of racists, pushed the bank to the brink of bankruptcy because of wrong loans. On the day the inspectors came, the career built for years collapsed in an instant. Charly had to pretend to be a cleaner to secretly give advice to Matt in the restroom, but everything was too late. When the bank was closed and the license was revoked, Charly and Joe were arrested. In the darkness of prison, he stood before a deal. Admit the assets were illegal to exchange for freedom, or go to court to confront an entire system. Charly chose the path of a warrior. He believed that muddy water would become clear if it was allowed to settle. At the trial, although betrayed by Matt with cowardly testimonies to save himself, Charly still proudly declared the injustices that black people had to endure when being excluded from the American dream. He accepted a 3-year prison sentence, lost all assets, but did not lose his character. 3 years later, the day Charly stepped out of the prison gate, his devoted wife and loyal friend Joe still stood there waiting. They brought their rational mind and hard-earned experience to the Bahamas, and once again, Charly became a top real estate broker. He proved that money can be taken away, but ability and rational decisions will always help you win. Life does not sell return tickets. Once you leave, you will never come back. Charly lived a life without regret, breaking chains with intelligence instead of hatred. Hopefully, this journey will be a wake-up call for you. Never let other people's rules define your limits. If you are also longing to find the power to change your life, click the link in the description to receive the motivational book that I value the most. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so we do not miss the next inspiring stories. Wish you always stay strong on your own path.